Well, that was one of the wildest things I've ever seen in WWE.
You're telling me.
I know she's your family, but I can't get over how these legends come in and trying to make everything about them. Why can't the older generation stand aside and let us have our shine? They already had their time.
Justine certainly makes everything about her. But I don't care what kind of a miraculous recovery she may have had. Justine should have let me have my moment.
Right? How can these WWE legends expect WWE to grow and move forward if they stay stuck in the past? I'm not the only one in the locker room who feels this way. If you need help with your aunt, you've got backup. I mean, these legends think they're hot, but put them up against a faction of the top and upcoming current superstars and we shut them up real fast. We need to force them to embrace the future.
Embrace the future. Huh. You might have something there. Did you know?
That Justine was in the dark pod? No. They kept that secret under wraps, even from me. But I could have told you not to trust her, even though it would have been hard to convince you of that.
I can't believe it happened. And I was there getting pinned. She's my aunt. I'm supposed to be able to trust family.
I thought I was like family when we were partners, and you know how that turned out. But there is an upside to having lived through that experience.
What's that?
I can help you now. Listen, no one knows your aunt like I do. I remember what she was like when she was on the main roster, what got under her skin, her toughest opponents, her regrets, her weaknesses. If you're on a collision course with her now, and you seem to be, you'll want me by your side to give you the best chance to beat her and win the championship that should have been yours. The best way to take down your aunt is to make her confront the past.
Confront the past. Interesting idea. I'll think about it.
Our brand new SmackDown Women's Champion is here to address the WWE Universe after her shocking return and victory at Elimination Chamber.
So, I have a little bit of an announcement to make. I've been medically cleared! Surprise! You know, I thought I had closed the books on my WWE career. But being around here lately reignited a light I thought had gone out. As I got involved, coming back into WWE, first with my podcast, and then as a manager, I started to wonder. Edge, Lita got second acts. Why not Justine? The more I gave, the more I realized, you need me. You need me because you deserve to see me finally reap the rewards of the path I trailblazed. To fulfill the promises that I wasn't able to keep when my career got cut short.
What the hell?
I was wondering when you would show up. Figured you would, given how much you like to ride my coattails.
What are you talking about? Why didn't you tell me you were cleared? And why haven't you called me back?
Would you have paid attention if I had? After the way you laughed at me when I suggested we team up for the Money in the Bank tag team match? After you never thought to ask me how I was doing whenever I mentioned my doctor's appointments? I'm beginning to think I should have set up those lighting rigs to fall over on you instead.
You didn't.
Why wouldn't I? Because I'm an old, washed-up, past-her-prime legend? Girlie, you best not insult me, because I taught you everything you know. LJ. Too bad you don't have the goods to back it up. I gotta admit, I was touched when you decided to wear a version of my gear for your debut. But it was probably at that moment when I started to realize that you don't have what it takes to finish what I started. That I'd have to do that myself.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, LJ? You followed me around like a shadow your entire life, and you don't understand. When you decided not to use the chair in your main event match with Ava, did you think you could get ahead by following the rules? Cute. That's not how it works. I would never have made that mistake. Because I've always known exactly what I want. What I needed to do. In a world that was 5 times as hard and 7 times as brutal for me. I tried to help you. But even as your manager, you were just blindly following everything I told you to do. Seriously, child, think for yourself. You know the difference between you and me, LJ? I've never been content walking in someone else's path. And I never had the luxury. I've always had to make my own.
My head is spinning here. Justine's not only back, but she's put a target on her niece?
Justine's certainly drawn a line in the sand here tonight.
How do you even respond to a betrayal like that? From a member of your own family?
I think we're about to find out, and I have a feeling that whatever she has to say, it could have some big ramifications for the WWE Universe.
You know what I find curious, Auntie? That for someone who's so adamant about creating her own path, you're pretty consistent in bringing up the past and what you've already done. Boo-hoo, I'm Justine. It was so hard for me. I don't doubt it. But I also don't see any other WWE legends standing in the ring right now telling a sob story about unfinished business. Maybe that's because they accomplished what they set out to do. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? If you failed because you were so mistreated, put upon, and unlucky with an injury, or if you failed because you just don't have what it takes.
You shut your mouth.
Nah, I'm done listening to what you have to say. And I'm done asking for your advice. The only thing I'm asking for, the only thing I'm demanding is to set the record straight. You think you're so powerful that the only thing that stopped you back in your day were forces beyond your control? Some sort of big bad that had it out for you? Then I'm going to tear apart your past and prove that it wasn't them, whoever you think of them is. It was you, Justine. Weak, powerless, a lot of talk and no action. And then I'm going to tear you apart. And at WrestleMania, take the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Did we just see a WrestleMania match being made?
I think we did, Saxton, and I got to admit, it's not a matchup I thought we'd ever get on the grandest stage of them all, and I also don't think we've ever seen a statement that powerful from this superstar.
I've got to agree, Corey, and if Justine's going to have her past torn apart in any way, well, let's just say there's a lot to unravel there.
I thought what you said in the ring was exactly on the money, and I'm happy to help you take Justine down by, how did you put it?
Tear apart her past?
That's it. I think Justine's plan is to steer clear of you before the WrestleMania match, which is official, by the way. But if you want to get the upper hand, you might not have to take the fight directly to Justine anyway. Taking some steps to remind Justine about her biggest regrets will go a long way. I have a few ideas, and I've already made some calls to get a couple of other WWE legends to help too.
I gotta ask, are you just helping me so that you can get back at my aunt?
Oh, there's definitely an element of revenge to it. Do you know what it's like for people to think I'm the villain of my story? But I also meant what I said to you on day 1 at Survivor Series. I'm here to help you. Justine's so stuck in the past and her grievances that she's forgotten her obligation to help the next generation. Even her own niece.
Ain't that the truth?
Are you ready to get started? I do have one idea that involves a certain red-haired, moonsaulting WWE legend. But with the amount of grievances your aunt has against this company, there's definitely more than one way to approach this.
You talking about Lita?
Who else could it be with that description?
Let's start with her then. What are you thinking?
One thing your aunt could never shut up about was that Lita got the first women's cage match in WWE, not her. A steel cage match with Lita would certainly rub that in her face.
Lita's just going to agree to that?
No, but if you lure her to Raw by making her think she's getting another Raw Women's Championship opportunity, confront her backstage, and I bet you can get her in a match. After her near miss with Becky Lynch last year, she's still got an itch.
Confront her? I know what you really mean. I'm not attacking Lita.
I get your hesitation, but if you want to get in Justine's head, you're going to have to make some tough choices, even attacking a WWE legend.
Fine, but I don't like it.
WWE legend and Hall of Famer Lita has graced us with her presence here tonight.
From behind! What is she doing here attacking Lita?
No clue, but it looks like she wants a fight.
Good thing we got the big screens out in the arena so that the WWE Universe can see this brawl for themselves.
Oh, listen, the last thing these two are thinking about is an audience. If hate is too strong of a word, then these two dislike each other extremely intensely, in case you couldn't tell.
Somebody's got to do something before somebody gets seriously injured back there.
Vicious knee drop. Kick lands.
Oh no!
Pop a power bomb! Wow! This is not the time to be diverting attention away from your opponent.
And up she goes! She's got something nuts on her mind here.
Why is she still boasting around? She's in a fight, for goodness sake.
Oh man, drop kick! This is insane! Where are these two superstars gonna go next?
With these two, it looks like nowhere is off limits. Bang!
Lita dodges a bullet.
Oh, and a spear! Guys, we are a long way from your standard wrestling match here. This has just turned into a damn fight.
Clearly waiting for that.
Nothing fancy here, just raw power. and a slap for the exclamation point. Absolutely no soft landings to be found in this environment.
Oh my, the railing just broke, and now nothing is keeping them safe.
Great strength being shown here. Alley-oop!
Face first.
That was awesome.
And these superstars are possessed right now. They'll take it beyond any limit to destroy one another.
The contempt they hold for each other can't be held down by any boundary. This is only going to get crazier.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Right across the face.
And the only limit these superstars have on this catwalk is their twisted imaginations.
I don't see them getting up after that.
And with good reason.
You know, provoking WWE legends is usually a bit frowned upon by management.
I needed to get Lita's attention. Besides, another WWE legend provoked me first.
As management, I'm supposed to say that's no excuse. Consider this a warning.
And as Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid who's not WWE management?
You certainly know how to entertain, and knowing Justine, I'm sure it's getting under her skin.
If you need any advice when it comes to steel cage matches, I'm happy to help. It's one thing to take on a legend, but I've taken on a McMahon in a steel cage. Naturally, it was a memorable instant classic of a match.
Wait, didn't you lose that match?
Win, lose, who really remembers? Just don't let your opponent weasel out of their clothes to escape. That would be an embarrassing way to lose. You know, hypothetically.
Right. I think I'm good on advice.
Suit yourself.
I hope you won't make a habit of being here on Raw.
Nice to see you too, Charlotte.
And don't try pulling what you pulled on Lita on me. First of all, you wouldn't succeed. I'd wipe the floor with you. But I'd rather not expend the minimal amount of time and effort it would take to do so.
Right.
Well, look who it is. A ding-dong. Get out of my locker room.
Hi, Bailey.
Here to steal someone else's sponsorship deal? Is that why you're after Lita? She's got one you want, doesn't she?
Wow, you have quite a one-track mind, Bailey.
So what? Don't need more than one track when it's the right track. I'll be watching you.
Kind of creepy, but fine with me. You're more than welcome to watch me beat Lita.
The road to Wrestlemania is paved in steel tonight as the legendary Lita and her opponent square off in a steel cage match here on Raw.
After suffering a brutal backstage attack, Lita will be looking to teach her attacker a lesson about respecting her elders.
Make that Hall of Fame, Elders, Saxton.
And every inch climbed puts you in a more perilous position.
And she is sent crashing back to the mat.
Ooh, things definitely didn't go to plan for her.
Ooh, she hit the corner hard.
Ah, she fights Lita back. Oh, and a wicked clothesline. Just pinning the arm down and then driving a knee into the arm.
Ooh, stinging kick.
Hooked up.
Yushigoroshi neckbreaker.
She's forced onto the defensive now.
She knew what was in store when she stepped into that cage.
Oh, look at this. No respect being shown whatsoever with those stomps.
I don't really think this is the most opportune time to be looking for the fans' praise.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Drop toe hold.
Face first.
And Lita's being broken down.
Lita needs to figure things out. Hooked up.
Ah, shin breaker.
Stunning swanton. Awesome.
Oh, this is a great move. The
Brainbuster.
Mounting a downed opponent, and look at them go. Over and over and over again. And a slap for the exclamation point.
Oh, and she got out of there.
oh! She now has gotten herself into a distressing spot.
Yeah, her defense
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash!
What's looming for Lita here? Lita in big-time jeopardy.
She's off to the races up the cage.
Looking for a grip to get themselves over the cage.
Not many places for her to go now. And she is making climbing this steel cage look easy.
Are the nerves getting to her up there? She is way up there, but on her way down.
Escaping over the top.
And she's almost there. One more step.
And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner, the Savage.
No other way to put it, guys. That was kind of a butt kicking.
Never a doubt. Barely a moment's suspense. This one was about as lopsided as they come.
Molly tells me that you're trying to add fuel to the fire of your fight with your aunt. I don't know if I can help, but I can give you a tip. Justine always hated my cowboy hat.
So I should wear a cowboy hat.
No. Let me say more words. She hated my cowboy hat because it reminded her of Trish Stratus. Your aunt always resented Trish for being the face of the company. Trish always got more buzz, more press. Even now, Trish's face is on the side of the production truck, not Justine's.
Wasn't Trish also a 7-time women's champion?
She sure was. One more than Justine's 6 championship wins. Which your aunt especially resented because before Trish came to WWE, she was a model, so Trish had to learn the business from the ground up. Justine always thought Trish got special treatment compared to someone like her, who worked in other promotions for WWE. What do you think? Is there something you can use there?
Sure is. And if how much Trish is celebrated bothers Justine, we probably should just celebrate her more. I'm here on NXT tonight with a big announcement. I'm proud to share that the Superstars of Tomorrow will be honoring the legacy of the greatest WWE women's legend of all time. I'm announcing the first ever Trish Stratus Battle Royal. Well, the main event is next week. We're kicking things off tonight as I personally honor Trish by wearing this out to the ring for a special match on NXT 2.0, the old WWE Women's Championship. This is the same championship that Trish won 7 times over the course of her remarkable career. Even my Aunt Justine didn't hold it 7 times. It is going to give me such stratisfaction to wear this tonight, in homage to the greatest WWE legend and women's champion ever, Trish Stratus.
One of WWE's most exciting superstars is here visiting NXT.
And she brought a vintage WWE Women's Championship to tout the upcoming Trish Stratus Battle Royal.
It's obvious she's throwing Trish Stratus's accomplishments in her aunt's face. Is it gonna work? We'll see.
Oh, what a spear! Look at this, snap suplex.
Oh, kick!
Gets cracked by the overhand. She's starting to look concerned.
She still has a lot of time to recover, though.
From the top, elbow drop.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back. Taking flight.
Big miss right there.
She was clearly waiting for that. Beauty shot.
Stark can't stop this string of offense.
Yeah, now Stark's got to turn the momentum around.
Mounting. And hammering away. Set up for the Russian leg sweep.
Nicely done.
She re-enters the ring now.
From the top.
Double axe handle.
Well, that'll do some serious damage. Momentum's breaking away from her.
This is where her grit will be put to the test.
This match is falling apart for her.
Yeah, she is in a rough spot now.
Is it enough? The cover! She's got her. No. This match continues.
And you believe it? Can you believe she powered out?
Stark's powerless here.
Holding the shoulder hostage now.
Able to avoid any harm there.
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash! Counter from Stark.
Stark's finally finding an answer to that onslaught.
Stark hoping to start a rush of her own with that attack.
Fails to connect on the springboard. Stark can't stop this string of offense.
Yeah, now Stark's got to turn the momentum around.
And that's another focused attack to her torso area.
And look at this. Golly, old whip.
Snapper. Zoe's in dire straits. Trying to end it.
And this one is over.
Here is your winner, The Savage.
And that seemed like a pretty easy day at the office right there. Just when you thought the road to Wrestlemania couldn't get any more exciting, Trish Stratus herself has entered NXT's first ever Trish Stratus Battle Royal.
Well, there were a lot of fan favorites coming into this six-woman Battle Royal, but Trish just threw most of their chances over the top rope.
And a stomp to the gut, too.
Perez making it no secret what her intentions are.
Oh, my gosh.
Bailey Fetty Fed has
even
been
harder
eliminated.
impact.
And it has got to be demoralizing just being tossed outside the ring like that.
Oh, they can worry about their feelings later. Right now, they're making sure every bone's still in place.
Katana Chance has been eliminated.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, targeting the leg.
Punch right on the money.
Beauty shot. Nasty kick to the face.
Things taking a turn for her now.
Yeah, but she clearly has just as much of a chance to come out on top of this Battle Royal as anyone else here.
Placed in the corner. That unraveled on Trish.
Oh, my gosh. Terminating knee smash.
Side Russian leg sweep, takedown, and rapid fire rights over and over.
Oh, that backfired on her. Oh, and a spear! Coming back into the ring, back to the action.
Spear! Spear!
Sharp chop.
Oh, there it is!
Spear!
Oh, stomping away.
Oh, the reversal by Trish Stratus.
Just carrying the opposition anywhere they want. Oh, wicked clothesline! Oh, she's falling hard to the outside. The fight could get very dangerous out at ringside now.
That's not right. All's fair in love and war, gentlemen. I saw nothing but effective offense.
And Trish saves herself.
Oh, and a wicked clothesline! Oh, saw it coming.
Series of reversals.
What a tag team display.
Here is your winner, The Savage.
She earns the W against fierce competition.
Love them or hate them, you know they did everything they could to earn this win.
here is your winner, The Savage.
Add this to the list of things I never thought I'd see. It's Mighty Molly versus a super legacy superstar.
For those of you who listen to her podcast, i.e. me, it sounds like her niece's new superhero costume is starting to super annoy Justine.
Oh, hold up. You listen to podcasts other than mine? We're going to talk about this later. She'll get sent out the hard way.
She needs to stop saying she's going to bring it and actually deliver on the promise. Oh, that got turned around on Molly.
Vicious kicks to the gut.
And a roundhouse. Mounting. And hammering away.
Talk about dismantling your opponent. Insulting.
She wants to finish this.
A cross body from the middle rope. Attack after attack is smothering Molly.
Molly finding herself in a tough spot.
Goes into the pin. Shoulder up, and the referee ends the count.
Getting the shoulder up before 2 tells me the end is not near.
Oh, and a wicked clothesline.
Oh!
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
She might be in some trouble now.
Well, all things considered, Cole, it's not a bad condition to be in at this point in the match. And a slap for the exclamation point.
With the lariat. And she's really being knocked around here.
And you know now she must rethink her strategy. Beauty shot! Ooh! Strong kick. My goodness.
Turning the tables there.
Both superstars showing great awareness of the bad position for Molly.
Oh, the old whipper-snapper.
Well, that could bring an end to Molly.
Cover. An emphatic victory.
Here is your winner, The Savage.
What an emphatic victory, guys. No contest.
That's why they...
Based on how much Justine's been mouthing off on her podcast lately, seems like what you're doing is working. Not that I had any doubt.
And with WrestleMania right around the corner.
What are you thinking?
I think it's time I stop avoiding Justine. The two of us need a face-to-face, and I know exactly where to do it.
Of course, it's obvious to anyone with a brain that my niece's efforts to undermine me, to undermine my legacy, are really the attempts of a weak, scared little girl.
I just want to talk.
Seems that we have an unexpected guest today. You may know her from her recent humbling loss to me at Elimination Chamber. My niece, or as she always asked to be called growing up, Little Justine. So, LJ, I've got to ask, how does it feel to be nurtured by the best in the business and still be such a letdown?
You know, you were the best in the business, Aunt Justine.
I'm sure you didn't make the trip here to tell me what I already know.
But isn't that what you said you want? For someone to give you your due? See, after the initial shock of seeing you at Elimination Chamber, I've had some more time to think. And you're right. You were never given proper credit for what you did and what you accomplished.
So you did join me to make my own point.
What's that you said on SmackDown? About having to survive a world 5 times as hard and 7 times as brutal? In the moment, I think I would have said you were making excuses. But now I know you're exactly right. You did work harder to get less. You should have been the main event week after week when you were in WWE. Sure, they threw praise on your name after you retired when management decided they needed to add another woman to the Hall of Fame. Or now when they want to get a Legends ratings bump. Fans buy into that nostalgia but forget what it was really like for you. How they treated you when you were on the roster.
What do you know about it? You don't understand.
But that's just it. I do understand. You've been teaching me since my first day in WWE. And you know what I finally really get? Everything that you've complained about, that you're mad at, for all that you blame management or other things beyond your control. It's always been me who's been your real target. Because I'll never know the limitations that you did. I will get to push myself in ways you never could, have opportunities that you never would have been given, and see how far I can really go. And you? Justine, you're a legend. The best of her time. Maybe could have been the best of all time if you had a level playing field. But the fact that you'll never know and I will, that's what you'll never forgive me for. And that's what's going to allow me to replace your legacy with my own.
You ungrateful piece
You're a
of...
selfish, self-centered, only thinks for herself.
Because I'm the only one I could ever count on.
Looks like we have something in common then, because I certainly couldn't count on you.
You don't deserve your talent. It should have been me.
But it's not you, Justine. It's not you.
It'll be me at WrestleMania. I've still got it.
Sure, you've got what's left. Enjoy it while it lasts. But me? I'm just getting started.
Seen a lot of people go out on the grandest stage of them all, but this feels different.
Who are you rooting for, Tom?
Ah, LJ, don't ask me that. You know I love you both. I just want the two of you to sort this out.
I don't know if that's possible. Justine gets bent out of shape about everything. You saw how she reacted when I dredged up her past and all the things that bother her.
Hey, you're not perfect either, LJ. No one's forgotten what you did to your tag team partner.
Point taken.
Anyway.
We'll see, Tom. We'll see.
I'm still not happy it's you and not me out there. But I do have a shared interest in seeing Justine lose the championship tonight. If she hadn't been in the Dark Pod, I would still be champion. So, good luck, I suppose.
How big-hearted of you.
I'm just benevolent like that, I guess. Besides, you helped me with Stephanie. You were the only person who told it to me straight when everyone else was conspiring against me. Hey, I was right back when you started and I said we could be friends after all.
Huh. I guess you were. You know, that's actually kind of sweet.
And hopefully, I'll get to rightfully reclaim the championship from my friend very soon. If you win, your days as champion are already numbered.
And there's the dewdrop I know.
You planning on stealing my title tonight?
Your title? Excuse me? Is the SmackDown Women's Championship yours?
Calm down, kid. I'm not talking about a championship. I'm talking about my honorific title, Mr. Wrestlemania.
Wouldn't it be... You know what? Never mind. If you mean do I plan to have the match of the night, then yes. Justine won't know what hit her.
That's what I like to hear. And you should obviously always be focused on winning your match, especially tonight with everything that's on the line for you. But don't forget to have fun out there, too.
I'll try. I'm not sure my aunt's betrayal has been particularly fun for me, though.
I don't know, kids. Sometimes fun means beating the daylight out of a once trusted friend or family member. WWE superstars. We are just built different.
Thanks. I think.
It doesn't get any bigger than the grandest stage of them all, and it doesn't get any more heart-wrenching than a battle between beloved relatives turned bitter rivals.
And that's exactly what we've got at Wrestlemania. For the SmackDown Women's Championship, every generational grudge match has led to this.
It goes back a lot further than that, Saxton. A lifetime of idolizing her legendary aunt culminates here in this explosive showdown.
She heads out, but this one can be lost by countout.
Oh boy, to the announce table now.
Oh yeah, gonna clean it off here. This is gonna be dangerous.
We knew this superstar had a mean streak. We didn't realize that they were downright ruthless.
Ooh, answer that with a stiff knee.
Oh, had that well scouted.
Across the top rope with a neck breaker.
The champ trying to roll with these hits.
Yeah, but too soon to be worried.
From the top.
Whoa, look out. It doesn't matter if you're on the outside of the ring. There is no place safe when you face such a risk taker.
Justine is getting dominated.
I think Justine needs to reformulate a strategy.
Oh, and Justine turns the tables. And now thrown back into the ring.
Top rope, here we go. Taking a moment to get...
Blast off. You gotta be kidding me.
You want to talk about putting it all on the line.
Always an extra risk when you dive ringside. Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back. Taking flight.
Body splash.
And now she has the sturdy upper... I don't understand this. Why in the world do you stop the count there?
I've got a feeling she's going to live to regret that.
Gets caught with a punch.
Beauty shot.
Fist to the skull.
The champ getting worked over here.
Yeah, not looking good at all.
Getting carried around. Bad spot to be in.
Targeting the throat there.
Justine has the momentum against her here.
I think Justine needs to reformulate a strategy. Ooh, saw it coming and hit him with a shot to the face. Able to get out of the way. Ooh, what a forearm club.
Planning on what to do next. Are you kidding me? And now she's climbing to the top turnbuckle.
Taking flight.
Good Lord, taking flight. Showing absolutely no apprehension to putting one's body on the line.
Oh, what is she doing here? Oh, no, this isn't going to be good. Get down from there. Get down from there.
These two having an answer for everything.
Justine is getting dominated.
I think Justine needs to reformulate a strategy.
Shin breaker.
This fight is going down right in front of our faces.
More up close and personal than I'd like to be.
Just mounted with punches and not... Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Oh, it didn't go as planned there. Returning to the ring now. Heads outside, but this one has to end in the ring.
Now would be the time for everyone to clear out.
And she is now laying her opponent on the announce desk, bad intentions in mind.
Uh-oh, driven down through the table.
Good God, what an impact. I knew there would be sparks tonight, but this is an all-out war.
And this war could still be far from over. I'd wager there's plenty more devastation to come.
Taking flight. What? And after that, you know things have just kicked up a notch.
Pedal to the metal right now.
Insulting.
This match is spilled out to the ringside area, and as we can see, tension's really running high now.
Yeah, we should probably clear the way, guys.
Oh, look at this!
I don't want to be part of these problems. Don't want to be part of this crowd.
Bad predicament right here.
Ooh. She will wisely return to the ring now. Nothing fancy here, just raw power.
Justine is getting dominated.
Yeah, Justine needs to find that spark to turn things around.
Again, the torso is punished.
The core of the entire anatomy could dramatically slow your movement down.
And that was a precisely measured attack. Uh-oh. Oh, this is going to be nasty. This is going to be bad. Watch the impact. Claymore! Cover! There's two! And she fights it off.
She just won't stay down.
This is what you call high risk, high reward.
She's got her in her sights.
Uh-oh. Springboard! Stunner!
Nailed it. Great precision. Gonna see a new champ.
Cover! Would you have thought it possible with the way the superstar debuted that she'd be standing tall with the SmackDown Women's Championship at Wrestlemania?
I'd have called it possible, but unlikely, Cole.
What a match. And there's no question whose moment this is. Whatever and whoever may have defined this superstar in the past, she's now cemented her own legacy within WWE.
We could be seeing this image at WrestleMania for years to come.
Wait, what's happening?
I'm not sure.
Can Justine be trusted here?
I don't believe it.
It seems that even Justine's small heart grew 3 sizes today.
If these two can get over the differences after the rivalry they've had, then anyone can do it.
Look out!
What the hell? The new champion was just ambushed from behind!
It may be the end of this rivalry, but this champion's story in WWE is just getting started.
the Savage.